All right, viewers, an unconfirmed report said that Boeing C-117, though the message said C-17, but I think he was referring to C-117, landed in Nigeria, currently in Niger State. Well, we are yet to be very, very sure of that information, but it seems correct. Yes. Then, you know, America, I am beginning to think twice. You know, America is in Nigeria and these guys are still bombing. Do you know what it means? The police of the whole world is available, is on the ground in Nigeria, and these guys are still attacking churches, attacking people, killing people in hundreds. Do you know how America will feel? I'm going on Africa. So I want to believe that probably US have rounded up Nigeria from their borders, who knows, watching with satellites, following these guys wherever they are. They may not know. You know, America is a very patient country. America is not that country that will just flare up like that. They will calm down. They make sure that they hold chim like this. That's how they do their own. Even if it takes them 3 months to do it, but they will do what they want to do. That's the way I know they operate. They are very patient. However, I am not doubting it, but listen to this so that when we come back, we'll continue.
Breaking news, guys. One of US dangerous military plane, Boeing C-117, just landed in Nigeria. Guys, before I take you to the news proper, see, recall I told you guys that Trump, right, is not going to act the way the terrorists and their sponsors in Nigeria expected them to act. Remember, even when they sent few teams a couple of days ago, right, to Nigeria, few teams of their troops, I saw the likes of Ubasani, the former Kaduna State Senator that bought torchlight for his people's empowerment and wheelbarrow. Okay? Now I saw them saying, it's just team, it's not kinetics they came to do, it's not fight, this and that they came to do. Okay? Guess what? Let me take you to the news. After that, we dissect it together. In case today is your first time coming across my video, I want to say a big thank you to you for stopping by. This is Holy Ghost on platform, a platform that tell you undiluted truth. Let's read. I actually saw this on Osemige Stephen. Osemige Stephen is the convener of Save Nigeria Group in USA. They are doing amazing work. Okay, I saw it there. I also went to Google to research. I saw same information. I confirm it. Okay, now it's a breaking news alert. Independent journalist Brand Phillip reports a significant development. A US Air Force Boeing C-17A Globe Master 3 in bracket register number 07-7175 in bracket landed at Nigeria Air Force Kainji base roughly 2 hours ago. The aircraft was previously tracked in Accra yesterday and Lagos this morning before its arrival in Niger State. Kainji has been extensively upgraded by the US in recent years following Nigeria's acquisition of Super Tucano aircraft. As I mentioned, I'm still reading now. He went further to say, as I mentioned months ago, this facility is positioned to be a primary hub for US operations if they decide to deploy ground forces or drones on Nigeria soil. Brad Phillip, the radical Islamist, the convener, I believe, is Osemigena, the convener of Save Nigeria Group in USA, is one talking now. The radical Islamist terrorist days are numbered in Nigeria. Thank you at Read Donald Trump. So this guy, I call his name now. I just came across him recently. Actually reached out to him. I would like to bring him here for an interview. So he's doing amazing work. So he's one of those like Frank Ut also who are in forefront, okay, that brought the attention of Donald Trump to the reality of what is on ground. I can tell you, it's not for guys like this, and these terrorist sponsors that we have in Asoro, the likes of Minister of Defense, what's his name again? Minister of State Defense, was the former governor of Zamfara, and then security advisor No Ribado. Those guys, if not for these guys, right, the likes of Osemigi and Frankuto and the rest, those guys would have been forgotten. You understand? Nigeria would have been totally mesmerized with this their terrorists and the Islamization agenda. Okay, so these guys, they are doing amazing work. I'm telling you the truth. So they are doing their best to push the truth, push the fact, push the reality. I even saw a picture. Maybe if I went editing this, I probably remember what I did there. They just concluded a meeting again in Washington D.C. with Prophet Isa Ibuba himself was there. Okay, so God bless this guy. Okay, so what was I saying? I told you guys, Donald Trump, he said what he means. He means what he says. So when these guys were saying he will not send ground troops into that, he said, right? So when they will not try to also give impression like those guys, the impression they were trying to give these terrorist sympathizers, okay? If you notice, we try to give impression like the few troops they sent to Nigeria, they came maybe to kind of work with Nigeria team, maybe to train this, and that was the impression we were giving. So what is U.S. military air force that just landed? And according to this journalist, he said he predicted months ago that if U.S. decided to send forces to Nigeria, right, that this plane will come to Nigeria, and it's going to be the major where they will be operating from. Do you understand what I'm saying now? He came, where did he land? He landed in Niger State. So all these terrorist sponsors, you know, do I blame them? I don't blame them. I won't say they are not schooled. Most of them are schooled, like Obasan is schooled, most of them are educated, right? But you see, because they are demonic and satanic ideology, it now block their brain to recognize or realize the reality on ground that US is world power. US own the satellite they use. US own the phone they use. US knows everything. After God celebrate US. I'm telling you. After God Satan, US is number 3. That I can tell you. After God, after Satan, America is number 3. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They own the technology. They know everything. So that they are trying to, when they say, when Trump said we send troops to Nigeria, they are trying to do gra. Okay? I said no problem. The people who are trying to do the gra, they are wiser than you. They are smarter than you. They started to engage, do it diplomatically. Do you understand? Started to do it diplomatically. Not that we are doing what we are doing. We are not involving the Nigeria. Who will tell you? So by the time they discuss with you, it has become diplomatic. Because we are trying to change the narrative. Didn't you guys notice it? They were trying to change the narrative that Trump is coming to bombard Nigeria. Trump is bringing war to Nigeria. That was what they were trying to do. Do you understand? Now, look at what just happened again now. Over the 200 people that buy in Kwara State, that terrorist buy in Kwara State, over 200 people that took place in Nigeria. A whole president, whom I am calling president, he couldn't issue a statement. Up till now, he couldn't address the nation. So it's normal. 200 souls we are talking about. He couldn't address the nation. Attorney Joshua incident happened over Sabi eye service. He couldn't a tweet. He even called the mother. So Attorney Joshua took friend that buy those one and the accident happened. Is that more important than over 200 people that buy? They are not is a normal thing. So isn't it a cause that for you as a Nigeria, you will not get used to normal that 100 people buy in Nigeria by terrorists is normal. 200 is normal. Because it has not happened to your father. Because it has not happened to your mother. Because it has not happened to you. So you still have the finger to type rubbish, to defend them, to support them. Or your mandate you will buy. Or your mandate you and your family will buy. Do you guys understand? So, Trump is not acting the way they act. Trump is handling these guys. He brought them to a high level. A level they cannot be able to comprehend. Do you understand? A level, it's like when ego want to deal with serpent, deal with snake. It will take them to a high mountain, high level. So by the time they get there, the snake has already lose stamina because that is not that is not how would I put it? It's not where is designed to operate from. You understand what I'm trying to say? That was why Jacob himself in the Bible was able to fight with an angel. He prevailed over the angel. Why did he prevail over the angel? Because he was fighting the angel from his terrain. from his jurisdiction, because this earth is not jurisdiction of angel. So Trump is operating with them, with this Nigerian government, Nigerian terrorist, Federal Republic of Terrorists, okay? He's operating with them from his own level. Do you understand? People are crying babies, okay? I will do diplomatically, but I'll be doing what is in my mind. After they send military forces to Nigeria to sign whatever they want to sign, they ran to Turkey. So they think America is not aware of that. Anyway, what's your take on this, friend? Please put it in the comment section. I'll be reading and responding. Thank you.
I just woke up now. I wanted to go to church, but I got another devastating news. Another set of Christians and Reverend Father kidnapped and taken away. Some were tied in Kaduna. And people are taking their bed this morning, going to church to pray. What type of prayer are we going to pray? What type of prayer is that? What type of prayer is that when all the bishops in Nigeria cannot shut down Sunday service and shut down Nigeria until this killing of people stop, until this taking of innocent lives stops? Nobody have monopoly of killing. Everybody have the ability to do that. But because you want peace to reign and you are keeping quiet, Ebed Damina spoke about tithes, and everybody flocked into the internet. All bishops came into the internet. All pastors came into the internet. Today, people are going every day. All of you are keeping quiet. How long are they going to keep quiet? How long are you people going to keep quiet? You are going to church to pray. Who is the one doing the prayer? If everybody is killed, who will go to that church? Let every Christian shut down Sunday service. Let every Christian shut down going to church until this issue of insecurity is resolved. Those people are human life. If your brother is killed, if your sister is killed, you can never go to church. You cannot go to church if your person is affected. Share this video. This thing had to stop. It must stop. Shame on you, Christians. Israel is fighting for themselves. You are praying for God to come down from heaven to come and fight your fight.
All right, you have heard it by yourself, and it is very, very unfortunate that these guys are still attacking people, killing people in hundreds in Nigeria. Very unfortunate. But I bet you that they will hear me this time around. It's not going to be business as usual, as America has devoted time. I brought out time for them. You know, it don't happen this time around. The Northerners, there is problem in the north now. The Hausas are accusing the Fulanis. The Fulanis are accusing the Hausas. We don't know who is accusing who in the north now. But meanwhile, when they were killing the Igbos, when they were attacking the Igbos, they attack as one person, as one aim, including the Benue people, the Middle Belt people, according to, they were all attacking the Igbos with one mind. Now it don't happen. Some say it's karma. Karma is now in play. There is confusion in the camp of the enemies now. Serious confusion. But meanwhile, I want to show you guys something. This guy, this man that I usually talk about, that is very vocal, very, he doesn't mince word in talking. He says something about the Igbos. But I want you to listen to him. Listen to what he said about the Igbos. When we come back, you tell me whether you agree with this or not. Particularly, he was referring to Nnamdi Kanu. So let's hear him.
See, let me tell you something. I know they fear anybody for here. But if I must say this thing, I'm going to say my mind. The fact is, and what is informing my mind is the fact that nobody lives here forever. I'm going to speak to Igbo people. And I'm going to tell you this. Nnamdi Kanu was a mistake that happened to you Igbo people. Was a mistake. Why do I say it's a mistake? It's a mistake in the sense that despite the fact that all these things that this guy have stated some years ago that is happening now, a bunch of you motherfuckers, let me put it, a bunch of you motherfuckers cannot even rally round to defend and protect and ensure the fact that he's been liberated. I'm telling you, it's a mistake. That is to say, the Igbo people are not worth sacrificing for. They are not worth dying for in any way. Because at the end of the day, they are bunch of talkatives. Talkatives. that doesn't translate into reality. And if I must say the truth, I'm going to say my mind today. I don't know whether I'm living, I'm going to live, how long I'm going to live or whatever. I'm going to say that I even appreciate the likes of them gentle the Yahoo than a bunch of you idiots, a bunch of you fools that create flimsy excuses in regards what you can, why you cannot stand and defend the need that this man is not supposed to be behind bars. I'm telling you, take it or leave it. I'm calling for an anarchy or whatever. But the fact is, the reality is staring you people in the eyes. And you motherfuckers are seeing it. And the best you can do is online propaganda. To come and show why we are like this, why we are like this. You are expecting a magic, whether from the US or from any other country or whatever. But the fact is, the power lies within you people. You bunch of motherfuckers that are not ready to live up to. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it takes for this man to actually go even a year without seeing his wife and his children, without fucking his wife, to get that gratification? And you bunch of motherfuckers, even ordinary Soludo, Buro Oba has to coerce you into the need why you need to open the market for economy to prosper, despite the fact that you have your own brother that is detained while other people are still working freely. Bandits, criminals are still working freely in Nigeria. And all you have to say is, when we come out, then go kill us. Nigerian government not like us. Whatever. Let's pay money to lobby the US. It's a shame on you motherfuckers. And the last time anybody ever come up to tell me about Biafra, tell me what you're going to do about Biafra, or the fact that Nigeria needs to reset itself to accommodate everybody. But as long as this is concerned, you people are nothing but bunch of disgrace, with just an exception of few that are ready to lend their voice in regards to, is this a country? Nnamdi Kanu told you people that this is not a country. And we are seeing, and even the globe is seeing, that this is not a country. This rubbish is happening. This man sacrificed his life, the life of his family, for you people. And all you bunch of motherfuckers can come and do is just to capitalize on the fact that when we come, then go kill us. Shadow don't kill him now. They don't carry and go casino, sentence them to life. And you bunch of motherfuckers are busy there in their homes, fucking their own wives, fucking your own wives, having your own children to see them every day. While this man cannot see his wife and his children, do I agree with whatever he has done? I don't agree with the fact that his pronouncement or whatever has resulted to some casualties. But what has resulted to the casualties? The malhandling of the federal government of Nigeria of the situation that has translated into this. Because if the government were to handle this reasonably, it wouldn't have resulted to this. And this is a man that has a strong conviction, no matter what it takes. But you bunch of motherfuckers, keep doing your business. The last time I see any idiot between God and man coming to tell me why we need to do this on social media, thunder fire you. You bunch of motherfuckers have the resources and all it takes to liberate this man. And the fact is it going to be an easy route? It's not going to be an easy route. Just like the route he took, it wasn't an easy route. But you idiots are waiting for an easy route to take to actualize that. Shame on you motherfuckers.
So guys, you know, this time around, everybody is now speaking up. Everybody is trying to maintain integrity, trying to speak the truth. So in that mode, do you think what this guy said is correct? If it's not correct, tell me why it's not correct. If you wish to contribute to the discussion, well, until I come your way next time, bye.